Hey, artists of Oli, welcome to assignment number 4, 2-point perspective, part 2. In this one, we're going to be making a really simplified street scene eventually, and we're going to start off by just doing a couple of big blocky buildings on a platform. Esta es tarea número 4, perspective en 2 puntos, parte 2. Vamos a hacer algo parecido a una escena de calle, usando dos edificios muy simples y algo de sidewalk, muy simple. You're going to need your paper, pencils, and a ruler, and that's really all. If you have a large separate eraser, that can be nice because you are going to be drawing and erasing a lot of lines in this. So we're going to start with our vanishing points for perspective. Put one on each side of the paper. A little higher than the middle sounds good. Vamos a poner dos puntos de desaparecer para definir el horizonte. Y que los pongas un poco más arriba del centro del papel. You'll get a better result that way. Mejorará el resultado. Now we're going to use our ruler to vertically draw and lightly draw a line. It's a vertical line. Vamos a dibujar una línea vertical así, con la regla. Usa la regla todo el tiempo. Guys, use your rulers the whole time. So this line should be similar to what I have here. Off to one side a little will definitely help your drawing have some depth to it. And I've got more below the horizon than above. It's a choice you can make. I decided to do that. And make a little dot at the end. It'll give you a target to aim at. Dibujas una línea así, entonces, vertical, un poco más abajo que arriba. Y si dibujas puntos así, es fácil dirigir las líneas correctamente. Next step, we are going to connect our vanishing points to the end of that line. That line is the front edge now of a cube that we're going to draw here. So connect your vanishing points. And again, draw with light pressure. You may want to use a mechanical pencil on this. I usually don't use them because I push so hard that I break the lead, but when I'm doing a lot of straight lines and measuring a lot, it's nice. It's very precise. So here are our two lines. Conectamos los puntos de desaparecer con la línea vertical que acabamos de dibujar, así, para definir los lados y los acostados del cubo. Couple of vertical lines. It's not important exactly where they be horizontally, but they should match up exactly to the perspective lines. You can see that one's a little sloppy. Dos líneas verticales, no importa exactamente dónde estén horizontalmente, pero es importante que tengan el mismo tamaño como el ángulo en que estén. Y estos definen los acostados, los lados del cubo. We'll draw a couple more vertical lines over here. Again, it's not that important exactly how far apart they are or exactly where they are. Ponemos dos más líneas verticales y again, no importa dónde estén exactamente. Let's make these lines heavier now. We're going to go all the way around because we have both sides of this cube defined already. Vamos a hacer las líneas más fuertes. Y porque ya definimos todo en este cubo, ponemos todas las líneas. This cube, we don't have this side yet. En este cubo, falta el ángulo aquí. How do we find it? ¿Cómo lo encontramos? Well, erase these first. Borra todo. Sino esto. And we're going to use this vanishing point with a line through each of those corners to find the angle here. Vas a dibujar líneas del punto de desaparecer aquí, pasando por el punto aquí, y aquí, y encontramos el ángulo. Let's put a vertical line in. Dibujamos una línea vertical. Again, es arbitrario. No importa exactamente dónde está. Left and right doesn't matter that much. Just put it somewhere in here. And now we have the whole face. Aquí el ángulo que forma esta línea define exactamente el ángulo correcto. It shows us exactly what the angle is if we just go back to our vanishing point. And that's why all this drawing with rulers and vanishing points, because it makes all these tiny little angles just right. And your eye can really tell. So erase your guidelines now. Borra las líneas de guía. and you can put in the horizon, the parts that would still be visible behind these. Entonces, conecta los puntos de desaparecer para revelar las partes que todavía se puede ver. To start with our sidewalk or our curb and platform, we'll put 2 lines that start at the vanishing point over here and spread out a little bit by the time they come down. Vamos a poner 2 líneas para definir el plataforma. Empiezan aquí en el punto y se separan un poco así. Now we're going to draw a line that comes straight down from this line in the front of the cube. Draw it lightly because you're going to be erasing it again in a moment. Borra una línea vertical así, que está conjunto así, pero con muy poca presión porque lo vas a borrar en muy pocos minutos. Okay. Now, to form the other side of our platform, para hacer el otro lado de plataforma, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Repetimos con el ángulo pequeño así. And we're going to try to aim so that this side, estas líneas, y la línea vertical, all 3 of them all come together right here. So that little stretch right there is nice and vertical and it just fits between all 4 lines. And if we can do that, si lo podemos hacer, then we have exactly the shape of our curb. Tenemos la forma ahora del plataforma. And we can draw that line nice and heavy and erase the rest. Podemos reforzar esta y borrar el resto. And there you go. 2 blocks on a platform. Dos bloques, dos edificios. Maybe we can call them 2 buildings. On a platform, on a sidewalk, en una plataforma. Aquí el horizonte, and here's our horizon. And I buy that as 3-dimensional space. Do you? I think that's 3-dimensional space. Es espacio con 3 dimensiones, viejos. Unas montañas, ¿por qué no? Why not put a little mountain line, a line of mountains in the back? You notice mine are really sloppy. Yo hice mis montañas muy rápido con el ratón. You can do better than that, I bet. Now, let's add some other stuff. Let's add a happy little tree in honor of Bob Ross. Un arbolito feliz en honor del señor Bob Ross. Make sure that the trunk hits the ground right in the middle of the sidewalk there, and you'll see why. Other than that, it's not really important how you draw it. Keep it really simple, though, because you're going to repeat this shape. Lo importante es que el tronco contacte exactamente en el centro aquí para dar la ilusión que está en el centro. And every other tree we make now can have its trunk sitting on the same line. So draw a line from the vanishing point. Dibuja una línea que con origen en el punto de desaparecer y pasando por el punto en que el tronco contacta la tierra. Make a line so that the line contacts where the tree contacts the ground and goes back to the vanishing point. And then after that, do a line on the top and a line on the bottom of the leaf part. Dibuja líneas arriba y debajo de las ramas. And now, every tree you draw, if you just follow those guidelines, put the foot on this line and have the leaves fit in between those 2. Y presto, como magia. Pretty cool, huh? They all look like they're the same size and they all look like they're spaced out in a line and they're all properly proportioned. Awesome, huh? Like a miracle. Es un milagro casi. Magia. 10 puntos para Gryffindor. Okay, viejos, we'll see you back in class. Please have this at this stage when you return to class. We will be adding to this drawing.